Let's get this bread.
Yeah, let's get this going. We took last week off, so many people don't know we're playing right now, which it's okay. We're here for you. But we are FeatherFall Tabletop, and this is Ghosts of the Past every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. So we are sponsored by Skull Splitter Dice. Skull Splitter Dice is the maker of some pretty amazing metal dice. If you haven't seen them yet, a lot of us here roll with them, and you'll hear them because they're amazing. To be honest, this is sponsored by Skull Splitter, but in all honesty, I will never roll not metal dice again unless I have to. Like it's not happening. They're just that good. So go ahead and go over to Skull Splitter. We have a link down on our Twitch page. Click on it, use the promo code FeatherFall, and you'll get 10% off your first order. So 10% off metal dice is pretty good. And then we're also sponsored by Found Familiar Coffee, makers of some pretty amazing coffee. Chris, you've ordered some. Cole, did you get yours? Mm-hmm. Have you tried it and used it and loved it?
Mm-hmm.
It is good.
Also, the art.
Oh, yes. So they are big proponents of sponsoring local artists or D&D artists. So if you're interested in getting some of your art on some coffee, go ahead and reach out to Found Familiar and tell them that FeatherFall sent you, and they'll review your art. Maybe it'll make it. So use the link foundfamiliar.com/featherfall and the promo code FeatherFall for 10% off your first order. I think it's all orders, to be honest. I don't think it's just the first one, which is pretty amazing. Get coffee for cheaper, helps us out, helps them out. It's all around a good thing. So as you can see tonight, we are down 2 members of Ghosts of the Past, which is... We're hurting. We're hurting as a group right now. But we've gotten very lucky to have one of the Gods We Know members, the lovely Cole, is here to fill in, and the character will be introduced in a bit. But what do y'all say we play some D&D?
Let's do it.
Let's play some
roll
D&D.
These dice, or for me, I'll click a button.
Yeah.
Not gonna hurt myself again.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Cole, I heard people were wanting to buy your dice from last night's session.
I think Jen is actually sending me dice.
Yeah.
They asked for my address. I was like, you really don't have to. And they were like, no.
Well,
it's done.
Maybe some Skull Splitter dice. Probably
Use that
not,
code.
though.
I gotta roll better than anything that I own right now.
Yeah. Sorry, Cole.
Oof, it's rough out here.
But yeah, let's get started. So where we left off, you guys had kind of traversed the tunnels that had a fake dragon, which in turn led to a real dragon being experimented on by the gnome that had been locked away for years. Maybe a year and a half, 2 years. He said somewhere around 400, 500 days. But experimentation leads to discovery, as he put it. And then as you were maybe making your way out, talking a little bit too loudly, the Goliath Petrick interrupted your discovery party. It sounds weird. Maybe experimenting party? That's even weirder. Interrupted your party, and you all got into a fight, which you handily took care of him. I mean, I thought it was going to be at least a good fight. No, it was over in a minute or two. And then you made your way back to the town of Meadowbrook, which is Jackson's hometown. You guys maybe spent some time figuring out what to do, where do we go, what's next, when the next step fell in your lap. Junes, the gnome Fabio, as we've coined his name, came back from one of his scouting trips and said that there has been an increasing number of undead entering the forest from the High Moor, which the High Moor is the adjacent land, the swamp area right next to the forest. Which, oddly enough, Petrick had a note for the High Moor. Maybe they're connected. After a town meeting, they asked you to help, and you graciously accepted for no money, if I remember correctly, just for the fun of it. Val that said he didn't want anything. That he would donate it to the town. And then Jackson.
Yes, that's Val.
We talked about this earlier. When you were gone, you get played to the max.
I know. I
didn't. Jax, you were graciously gifted a new bow because yours can't hit. Your bow is equivalent to Cole's dice. Just can't hit a thing.
Except for that one guy that we just killed.
Yeah, you did. That's right.
One of the first hits, like, ever. In like a year's worth of games.
It was a long time, and I mean, I felt
terrible.
Bad. So, yeah, DM niceness giving you a new bow. Maybe it'll help you hit stuff.
You hope.
I'm
not as optimistic.
And then June's escorted you to the edge of the Misty Forest. I feel like this is straight out of The Hobbit. Edge of the Misty Forest and on looking the High Moor. This is exactly where we left off. Let me describe what you see in the High Moor. Or does anybody have any questions, I guess, before we get started? Looking directly into the edge of the High Moor. So as you do, you are probably 40 feet up. There's a steep embankment that heads straight down. Cole, I thought we lost you for a second. There's this low fog that is just settled on the High Moor. You can't see more than 200 feet in there. That is upsetting to somebody. And you can't see the floor. All you see is this murky water that sits on it. As you look through out into the swamp, you do see a few hammocks of land out there. You see that the water's this brown, just sludge. You don't want to go in there if you don't have to. But at the edge, barely past your sightline, you see caravan with 3 people sitting in it. It seems to have dug its wheels deep into the mud and is stuck. And the 3 people that you do see, one is a very short, older looking goblin. The other is a tall, muscular build orc. And you can't really make out the third quite yet. So what would you guys like to do? And so you do have Alesta, you have Durgle with you, and June's is sitting on that edge as well.
Can you say one more time what the three people are?
So you see a short goblin that's 3 feet tall, and then you see a muscular orc-looking female, which, if you had to equate it to something kind of like She-Hulk, strong, athletic build. And then you can't make out the third one. They're too far into the fog. You just see the shape, the figure around them. But the caravan itself, the back wheels have rutted deep into the swamp.
And is this like down the embankment?
Yep.
X amount of feet
About
away from us?
150 feet away from you.
Okay. Jackson, do you see them? Is this a normal thing, or is this like they setting up an ambush?
Ambushes aren't too common that I know of, but again, we don't leave town very much, so I just haven't heard of much. But they don't seem like they're from around here. I haven't seen too many people like these before.
Are they in the direction that we would be naturally heading?
They're in the direction of the High Moor, yeah.
Are they looking in our direction, or in what? Or can we even tell which way they're facing?
The goblin and the orc are kind of sitting atop the caravan. It looks like they've been there for a while, and again, you can't really see what the third one is doing.
I mean, that one looks like one of your kind, Durgle.
Do it.
In my head, I could do a Durgle voice.
Yes! That looks like a goblin!
Good. Not bad.
It's so good.
I'm sorry!
Oh, that's a
We
tough
should
one too.
help!
I know. That's like you had to pick the toughest voice to do.
Well,
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Durgle, I guess we are heading that way anyway, so we could probably go and see if Alesta's with us. Yes.
Yeah, and so is June's.
Who is June? June's like a plural
June's?
June.
Yeah, is the gnome Fabio that was a
Oh, yeah.
scout. Long blonde hair.
No, Fabio.
Younger, a little bit older than Jax is, but not
Okay.
not much older.
All right. I mean, Alesta is able. You've seen her biceps. She can maybe lift it up as they swap out the tire, or not the tire, the spokes. But I mean, we are heading that way anyway, so let's go check it out.
Okay.
I'm
So-
in a giving mood.
Yeah, let's go check.
So as you
Maybe
guys
we can help.
kind of slide down this embankment, it's not muddy, it's like a loose dirt. You slide down it and get down there, and you see that where there's these hammocks of land, it's just like dead shrubs stick out of the water, and then on the land there's nothing that grows on what's jutting out of the water. And then you see a lot of broken trees that just kind of come out. But as you get a little bit closer, you can see that third figure in cold. Do you want to go ahead and describe your character?
So my character, she stands at about she's average height. She's about like 5'5". She is a pink tiefling with dark purple horns that curl back. She has very bright pink eyes and a long tail, and she's wearing sort of like performer's clothes. Like it looks like she did like dancing or something. She has a whip coiled on her hip, and she has an eye patch.
A pink tiefling.
Pink tiefling. Pinkish purple.
And what are you doing?
I am currently standing facing the fog, looking very paranoid, and I have daggers in my hand. Come out and fight me, coward!
You're not talking to us, are you?
You aren't going to attack us,
no.
are you?
No, you are. Are you okay? You are nervous.
Well, it's a long story, but there's an undead problem in this forest. And I think they were undead. They didn't look very alive. They were kind of really scary looking, you know?
We have gotten that memo, and that is partially why we are coming down towards you. We saw you from up on the hill. That you are you stuck? Do you need?
Yes.
Do you need help?
Yes, we were coming from another town over, and we didn't know there was a swamp here. And and it wasn't even like it was a gradual like, oh look, there's a swamp, we should avoid it. It was like, oh, we were going and then we were stuck. But
Usually how it happens
it's the worst.
before you know it. But I mean, the more immediate problem is you said there might be like some undead out there just inside that fog.
Yes, and my friend is injured.
Well, which one is which one are you pointing to?
The orc woman.
And as you do look, you do see just this slash straight across, and then her arms are cut up.
She is beyond my repair.
Doing well.
This is Itaka, and then the small one is Yalan.
Okay. I mean, does she need like medical? I was gonna do a Durgle, but it's hard for me to do it. But just does she need medical assistance? I mean, we have not to Alesta. Alesta, you can fix that.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
I can cast Cure Wounds.
Well, I forgot, Jax, that you have that ability to either or. Don't fight over it. Just somebody.
And Alesta's going to step forward and say, I actually believe they should probably get back to the town. I mean, this is beyond any cure wounds that I could handle.
Oh, so it needs like a doctor or somebody more capable than you, Alesta. That is, I did not think was out there, but
Unfortunately, there are some better. Junes, would you help me escort Taka? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And Junes steps up as small as Junes is. And so Taka arm around Alesta and kind of holding on to Junes's tiny little gnome shoulders.
As they're getting ready to go, I'm going to run over and give Ataka a hug. Okay, head back to town, and I will be right back for you, okay? Yulan, you be good too, okay? And I give her a hug and a big kiss on top of her head.
The goblin's going away?
that's Durgle. I've lost the Durgle.
No,
type.
it's great. I got it.
it.
No, I mean, it was...
I
was
started
great.
too
It was
strong and then
tapered off.
Lost it.
No, I thought it was really good.
And Alesta turns around and says, I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Safe travels.
And you see the four depart and head back towards town. So that leaves Taya?
Mhm.
Taya.
Mhm.
Val, Durgle, and Jax.
Okay, so your friends are in good hands. I mean, I don't know that June's guy very well, but Alesta will make sure that they are taken care of.
Oh, thank you
shouldn't be a
so
problem.
much. Yeah, we've been stuck here for a little bit. I don't know if the cart is gonna make it out of here, but... Oh, also, I'm very rude. I introduced my friends and then didn't introduce myself. I'm Teo Konago. Thea.
Say that, Taya. I mean, it sounded like one
Sorry.
long word.
I talk really fast sometimes and people don't always understand me, and then... Yeah, so sorry about that.
That is okay. My name is Val. It's three letters. It's
Well,
yeah. Jax, how many letters in your name?
There's 3 in Jax, but there's 5 in Jackson. Jaxyn 5.
So that's Val and Jackson.
and who's this little one?
This is a new friend named Durgle. Durgle, say hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How many letters does your name have, Dirk?
Just 10.
What's the name of her frog? Ribbit.
And this is Ribbit.
And she'll pat Ribbit on the head. This giant. Is it a giant toad? It's just a large toad. That's
Large toad, yeah.
Kinda, yeah, that's right.
This is Ribbit.
This so
Ribbit, say hello.
And Ribbit will ribbit and kind of flop its tongue out and get back in.
Oh, that's kind of really cute.
And
I like
So-
your skin.
Oh,
That's what a goblin would say, right? I like your skin.
I want to wear it.
thank you. I try to keep it clean. It's kind of hard in the swamp, you know?
Yeah.
But
Pardon, Durgle. She is not the most. She says some weird things sometimes. She.
that's okay. We're all a little strange, you know?
That is true. But your skin is. I have not seen a color like that before. The pinkish.
Oh, well, my it's been a while since I've seen my parents. But I've been told that my mama was a red tiefling, and then my father was an albino tiefling.
And you mix the two together, and
And here I am, it's me.
that's.
Hmm?
I cannot. I like it.
Oh,
I mean,
I do
you might
too.
have a problem camouflaging yourself while we.
Oh, I can take care of that, don't you worry.
All right. So, I mean, now that the introductions are out of the way, do we need to get this cart up and moving, or thinking the
We've been
undead?
trying to get it to move for a few days, but we were under pretty regular attack, and it started out like not as a big deal, like it was like one, and then it was a couple more, and then today it was really bad. Today is when Ataka got attacked, and so that's been kind of a whole thing, and I've been trying to find anything to pry us out, and it just I haven't had a whole lot of luck. And today too, there was a cloaked figure. That's who I was yelling at because he's an asshole. Yeah, he black leather, weird tattoos on his head.
What do you mean, like streaks, or like what did the
I
tattoos look
didn't-
like? Was he tall? Like really?
Taller than me, yeah. Pretty tall. Humanoid. The fog kind of made it hard to see.
And
But-
was he like messing with you guys?
Yeah, and then he ran back into the swamp.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Right.
Oh. That's the information that I
Okay.
have.
So did we are contracted to go to the High Moors to rid it of undead? Is that correct from the last episode?
I wouldn't say contracted.
But we were asked, and that is the adventure that we have taken up.
To essentially protect Meadowbrook from whatever.
Okay. Okay.
And figure out why the undead are
Okay.
popping into the forest.
Well, Jackson and his home and family are just up the way here, and they have sent us out on a kind of a scouting mission to see any undead. So I guess we've made it to the right spot. Are you interested in maybe helping us? I mean, we just lost our...
Yeah, doesn't happen to anyone else. I don't want anyone else getting hurt, you know?
All right. So, I mean, how dense is the fog like around this cart?
You can see about 100 to 200 feet.
All right.
Not very far.
Okay. Jackson, do you... And is it like when you move, does that 150 to 200 feet like extend?
Yeah.
Like in real fog, or is it some sort of magical fog? Like you get right up to the edge of it.
It's.
You know what
I mean,
you know what I mean?
you would assume it's real frog.
Okay.
Real frog.
Frog.
It's real frog. It's named a ribbit next to you. No, you would assume it's real fog. Yes.
Okay. And did this cloaked figure come up to the cart? Did he make it close to you, or was he out and away? I mean, you saw him, and maybe...
Yeah, no, he got pretty close.
Okay.
Um,
All right. I mean, do we need to go after him? I mean, he is not the undead. We have come out here to take care of the undead.
Right. I wasn't sure if he was.
Some kind of necromancer, maybe.
Yeah, that was
Ooh.
kind of my thought. What else would you be doing out here if there's an undead problem? It didn't look like he was helping.
Maybe he's a hermit. Like, people live in swamps too.
Get out of my swamp.
At what cost? Unless you're in Canada, of course, because there's no swamps in Canada.
Inside joke. Well, so can I see any of those footsteps that he left? I'd like to.
So give me a perception check, actually.
Yes, I will. Let's see.
I want
Oh.
to. I actually think I can do something. Did I? I didn't get a very good look at him, right?
No, it was probably 100 feet away from you,
Right.
and you saw the outline, and you could see that their head was just completely shaved, and that there were just tattoos on
No.
top of the head again.
Because it's been 3 weeks. Does this match anybody we've seen before?
It would match Petrick, which was the Goliath
That we battled, yeah.
that we battled. We took him to battle. Yes, that is correct.
So I rolled a 17 on the perception.
Yeah, so as you look around, you can't really see footprints because it's a swamp, but you do see bones. Like as you look through, maybe a patch of murky water parts, and you could clearly see the bones of what Teo was talking about. The undead that had come to their camp. So all of the bones have kind of sunk below the surface.
Okay. And is there one like within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, absolutely.
I will summon my mage hand and flip it out like a yo-yo, and this mage hand comes out, and I will grab a bone out of the mud and try to pull it up.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do that.
Is it like a singular bone, or is it like connected to the rest of its body?
It is a singular bone, and it's clavicle.
Ooh.
Sounds fair.
I'll toss it down. Maybe fish around for a skull if I can see one.
Yeah, you're able to see one.
All right. I don't. So I'll pull it out of the mud. Just see, kind of get a general shape. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to gather some information. Jackson, this isn't like some kind of ancient gnomish burial ground, is it?
It's nothing I'm familiar with.
All right, so are we going in after this guy? Are we? I don't want to go into the fog.
I don't see much reason not to go after him.
Yeah.
And as you guys are kind of talking, on one of the hammocks out in the edge of your viewpoint, you see a humanoid figure standing.
What are you doing out there in the fog?
There's no
I
response.
cannot see you. Come closer.
There's no response.
Is it taller than a gnome
Yeah.
or halfling? So it's not okay. Jackson, I don't think that can be one from your village. I will say one more time. And if he does not respond, do we walk closer?
Sure. Slowly.
Sure.
You out there, we need to talk to you.
And it turns and starts walking towards you
Oh, good, he is coming.
at a normal pace.
All right, we will. Let's wait and see how it takes.
So, Cole, you are not, unfortunately, in Roll20 at the moment, which is okay. If somebody could take a screenshot of what I'm going to reveal to you,
Can do.
You got it, Jack.
and you should see in the bottom left corner. I can pull it up for everybody here. Boop, 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 boop. Riddy-doo-doo-doo.
Do you want tokens out there, or?
Yeah, go ahead and put your tokens out there. So we're going to assume, and the cart is right here, this green, perfect color. Really makes it easy
Blends.
to see. This is the cart. This is a wheel. It's a wheel. smaller wheel. This is why they got stuck.
We don't have a Durgle, so Durgle will be Templeton.
Okay. And go ahead and just pull Alesta out there too. Alesta will be Taya.
Taya, do you know, does this person look familiar to you?
And you can't really see them, you just see a outline, just to be clear.
Not yet.
Okay.
Kind of have
There's-
this. Depth perception isn't very good.
Are they still moving towards us?
And they stopped.
That is not. It is not fair that you come only halfway. We still want to talk.
Doesn't move anymore. That's all you can see. That's about what you can see.
Oh. Okay. I will meet you halfway. I will move about 25 feet.
I'm gonna keep
So-
just a slow pace behind.
We could use some help getting this cart.
Okay,
unstuck.
so you're moving right behind Val.
Yeah.
Okay. And I do want to address something. Aaron, I would have said, or Lynn's, I would have 100% said The Office is better 1 year ago. Today, after watching Parks and Rec so much, I don't know I could say that. I've watched The Office probably...
Parks and Rec is better.
Yeah, I've watched The Office 5 times through. Maybe more. It's on
I
repeat.
can't. Secondhand embarrassment hurts me too much.
Yeah, but then Parks and Rec, I'm on like number 3, and it's good. Like, it's real good. But all right, back to the game. So it doesn't move, and as you get closer, you see that it's just a humanoid in plain-looking clothes.
Do you speak Common?
No response.
Taya, what do you speak any other languages? Maybe.
Do you speak Infernal? I'll say in Infernal.
Ooh, what is that?
No response.
Hang on, I got more.
I mean,
Hold
will
up,
say
I got
half-
more.
Do you speak Orc?
Go through a Rolodex of languages here.
How tall is this figure? To our eyes, at least.
It's it's a little bit taller than Taya, so probably 5'8".
Oh, okay. Funny man. I will move another 25 feet. Getting closer, like having the distance between where we were and where this person is at.
Sure.
We could use a hand.
I'll follow Val a little bit behind him.
Okay. My music has stopped.
Please
Oh yeah, it did just stop for me too.
Please don't stop the music.
Turn on Christmas music. That'd be great.
Christmas
It's
themed
too
swamp
soon.
battle.
You're gonna start a battle here.
So let me ask you this, Aaron and Linz. Are you guys Christmas Day after Halloween kind of people, or you must wait until after Thanksgiving? In the chat, we'll talk about it later.
Wait until after Thanksgiving.
Cole?
It's the holiday season. Thanksgiving and Christmas are both holidays
Thank you.
in that season.
When does Peppermint
It's not
come
too
out
early.
at Starbucks? Because that's when Christmas starts for me.
It starts tomorrow,
September.
and I think they're giving out a free reusable cup or something
Did you
apparently
hear
this
that?
year.
Did you guys hear that? Starts tomorrow.
Nice.
Okay, so as you get closer, you see that it turns its back to you and looks back into the fog.
This guy is a joke.
Are you undead? Is that why you can't talk? Ghosty, ghosty.
There's Alesta when we need him. She can like sense this stuff. I will take an Eldritch Blast and I will kind of shoot it, trying to miss.
How
but
many,
like shoot
how many
it
of those
next
do
to
you
it.
get?
We are talking to you, and I'll shoot it out and throw it at
Okay.
its feet.
Where's Durgle at, by the way?
Durgle's hanging by the
Caravan still?
yeah.
Okay. As you do that, it turns to you and runs right at you. And that's where we're going to start initiative.
Oh, okay. That's
Everybody,
good. Okay.
go ahead and roll initiative.
All right. For me and Durgle.
Rolling initiative. Oh, that's still not great. I'm just cursed.
Oh, jeez. Ooh.
10 for
As a
me.
halfling, do I get to re-roll a 1 on an initiative with my luck?
I think it's skill checks. Jax, you got a
I
10?
always forget I have it. For
Yep,
an attack
10.
roll ability check. Okay. Would this be an ability check?
Yeah, sure.
That's slightly better.
I got a 12.
8. 8 for Durgle. 9 for me.
Oh.
Ooh, wow. Those
Yeah.
are not great. Oof.
So
Big oof.
y'all can see the turn order.
Mysterious. Mysterio.
I just watched that last night. I enjoyed it the second time as well. It's Spider-Man Homecoming, by the way. Alright, so... Alright, so this is going to run at you, Val. And as it gets closer, I want you to look at this picture, because you all should be able to see it now.
Oh, I know what this is.
As it gets closer, you see this humanoid figure, and it's as if its skin is crawling, and there's just hundreds of these little...
What?
And
Nope.
Chris, do not use your meta knowledge on this at all.
I won't. I'll try not to.
Alright, so he claws you for 8. Does that hit?
No.
Alright, so next one, he gets a multi-attack for
That one hits.
a 26, a crit, 26, that hits. That is...
Fucking down me in one hit.
How many hit points did you have?
35.
How many hit
Oh,
points
this
did
is
you have?
gross looking.
So,
Yikes.
they just did 21 points in damage.
Fuck.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. 2 points of damage? Ah, that's not bad.
Nah,
And,
this is gross. I
Taya,
need some help.
it is your turn.
My turn? Okay. Well, I'm going to, I'm gonna panic and, like, try not to throw up, because, like, that's really gross. And then I'm going to, I forgot how to play this
I
part.
just
While
updated the screenshot so you can see kind of where you are right now relative to. I updated the screenshot in
Nice.
chat for you.
And I'm Alesta?
Yep.
Okay. So then I'm going to move 5, 10.
I don't enjoy this.
Okay. Yeah, I can get to him. So I'll use my movement to get to him. And then I want to... Sorry, I was too busy freaking out about the fact that
It's gross. You should
it's a
freak out.
worm. Yeah, it's a worm person. Like, I'm a little thrown off. So then I'm going... I think I'm going to hit him with my short sword.
Okay.
Whip that out and just whoop-ah, smack.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll. So I'm assuming you're moving up towards melee with Wormy? The
Ew.
Wormian? What's his name?
14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's a 19 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
And that is 9 points of damage.
Okay. Okay.
For bonus action, it says 2-weapon fighting.
Two-handed weapons.
That
So,
always confuses me.
well, do you?
Okay.
So, do you have the I can't remember the exact feat name, but where it lets you like
Dual wield?
Yeah, dual wielding. That's what it is.
No.
Well, so you can, as a bonus action, use your second if you have two weapons. One has to be a finesse weapon. You can use it as an attack. It's a straight D20. You don't get your modifiers, and you don't get that modifier to your damage either,
Okay.
if you'd like. And that would be a bonus action.
Okay. I'll hold on to that for next time.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to probably yell as a bonus action this turn because ew.
Okay. Jax. So, Jax, you do have your new handy-dandy ranged machine.
I do. You're right.
Or you could heal Valerian.
I could too. I could do that,
But-
but I'm not.
Yeah, nobody wants to do that.
I'm going to cast Melf's Acid Arrow.
Ooh. Melf was a cool dude, by the way. I don't know if anybody knew this. Wanna read what that
So a shimmering green arrow streaks towards a target within range, 90 feet, and bursts in a spray of acid. So it's a ranged spell attack against a target. On a hit, the target takes 4d4 acid damage immediately, and 2d4 at the end of its next turn.
Okay, so go ahead and roll
13.
hits.
Sweet. So it's 4d4. Five,
Consult.
9, 13. 13 points of damage.
I just need to consult page 192 of Volo's guide just to make sure. Damage immunities, poison. So it's going to take half damage. I don't do that. It doesn't take any damage. Half damage. So go ahead and half whatever you just rolled.
So 13, 6.5. So round down to 6. Or
Okay.
that round up? I don't
It
remember.
rounds down.
Yep.
Actually, I'll round it up. That's fine. So
And then
7.
it'll take 2d4 at the end of its next turn.
Okay, and I'll put a little face on there to remind it. Anything else you would like to do? Movement bonus.
I am going to move that way. Still kind of out of the way, but within sight and hopefully far enough away to not be too...
Okay, that's fair.
Ooh, it's gross looking.
Yeah, I put
That
a
pulls out.
nice picture in there in Discord for y'all. So try to find its weaknesses. Valerian, it is your turn.
I am going to disengage with my action, and I am going to run away
You
to
sure?
about here, and as a bonus action, I will cast Hex on the creature, and I will say, I will pick Dexterity as the skill that it has disadvantage on
Okay.
if it makes any checks. And then I will say, Durgal, you need to get that bow ready.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Anything else, Val?
No, that's it for Val.
Okay. Durgal, it is your turn.
Okay. I will cast Hunter's Mark at first level.
That's a
That's a bonus action on the.
I like how
thing.
it's said in character.
Yes. And then I will run up here next to Val. And I will.
it changes regularly.
I
That's
will.
fine.
Longbow.
Okay.
Does she get 2 attacks at 5th level, Ranger?
Ranger, I think so, actually, to be honest. Let's double check it.
I can't remember. It's been a while.
When I type in
Anyways,
Ranger
that-
into Google, it should just come up with Ranger, not 4 Rangers. I mean, clearly.
Well, I love me some Ford Rangers. Yeah, I get two attacks. Sorry.
Yeah.
So the first one was 21. Second one is a 16.
Okay, yep. Both hit.
Ooh, 90s. Oh, that's going to be 4 plus 7 plus a d6, so it's 11. That's 15 points of damage on the dude.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
And
that's Durgal's turn.
Okay. Don't mind me.
Don't mind me.
Okay, so being the only one in melee, it's going to turn to you, Taya, and it's going to launch a worm at you. And so give me a dex saving throw, please. And I'm going to say with disadvantage since you're all in the swamp. And you can't really move as dexterous as you normally would.
Oh, which
solid
saving throw?
land.
Dexterity?
Dexterity, please.
Yeah?
Yes, with disadvantage.
Those were both terrible. 11.
You just pass. And then it's going to claw you.
That's
11.
a +6 to dex saving throws, baby. I rolled a 5.
Lucky. And then attack 11, I'm assuming doesn't hit?
No. No, it does not.
Okay. So, out of Jackson...
Taya does like really sick, like, dodging moves. Like, she's like...
Yeah, you're like... Tail just skirts
impressive.
the top of the swamp. Out of the swamp, though, you see what Valerian kind of saw by the carts, but you see almost like half swamp that was in half foliage that starts to just move, and the skeleton kind of just crawls up, and now there's three others in there. Jackson, this one is going to roll a dagger attack at you. 22.
Yeah, that hits.
For 8 points of damage, please.
Sweet.
Actually, 4 points and give me a Constitution save.
Everything is awful.
Yep.
We gonna die tonight.
I told you guys have more HP. I said this in Discord before we started.
Can you give me more?
Okay. What kind of
did
save
my
did you
best.
say? I'm sorry.
Constitution, please.
Oh, better you than me.
4.
That's not good.
Okay, so you take 8 points total. Not too bad.
Damn it.
Next skeleton is over here. It's gonna like lumber its way through the swamp to Valerian.
Nope.
And it's gonna like dagger your feet. 13.
No.
And it hasn't fully stood up yet. It's just like
Okay.
we got to get the hell out of here.
Get the hell out of here!
Taya, it is your turn.
Army of Darkness.
Did this thing take its 2d4 at the end of its turn?
It didn't. Go ahead and roll that, Travis. Taya,
My turn?
your turn.
Total of 3.
Okay. Well,
What?
2 because it is immune. But it's your turn, Taya. Yes, your turn.
Okay. Everyone was being really quiet and oh no, that wasn't good. Okay. First I want to I just read all of this and then forgot everything I just read. Okay. So I want to do I'm going to use my slashing flourish. Whenever you take the attack action on your turn, your walking speed increases by 10 until the end of your next turn. If a weapon attack hits, you can expend 1 bardic inspiration to deal extra damage equal to the number you roll. I'm just gonna paste this and make sure I do it right. I just want the extra damage.
I just want
what
the extra damage.
That's what I want to do. I want to hit him and then add more dice to it. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to like do a weird like little spinny thing and try to slash him. And while my phone is locking itself, I'm usually a little bit faster at this. Oh no, I don't think that's going to hit, but we can try. We're going to try our best. Oh no, it might hit. 15.
That hits.
Okay. So then I'll roll a d6. Where's the d6? Okay. So then I'm going to use one of my bardic inspiration. So then I can equal to the number you roll on the die.
Yeah,
so I
what's
rolled a
your-
5. So
Okay.
that's 10. And then my modifier is also +5, so that's 15 points of damage.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you do. You carve some wormies up. How about that? As you hit it, you just see these worms.
That's off my sword. Oh, that's so gross.
Yeah, you just see all these worms fly off, and keep your mouth closed. All right, Jax, you have one directly on you.
So gross.
So gross.
It's so nasty. I don't like it. It's bad.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the. Oh fuck. I'm gonna try hold crossbow. So he's right on top of me. If I move, that would be an action for disengage, right? Because he is that close. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot crossbow at him with Holt crossbow. Because why not? Oh, that is a natural 20 plus 5, so 25.
It's a 20, baby. Okay, yeah, that hits. So go ahead and roll your damage dice twice.
Ooh, 5 points of damage.
Okay. And then roll it twice, or was that twice?
That was once. Another 5.
Okay. Yeah, so you just carve off bones and plant matter, but it's still there. It's still coming at you. Actually, didn't Holt's crossbow say it had something with a crit?
Oh, I think it might have, yeah. Equipment, Holt crossbow.
This weapon deals an additional 2d6 when
additional
you
1d6.
roll a 2d6. Nope, 1d6, you're right.
3.
Another 3. Still not dead yet. Okay, it's still there, but it's lost a bunch of its body parts, and it's still there.
Sweet.
It's still there. And then
This crossbow
Skeleton
actually
1.
hit. I like it already.
Skeleton 1, which is on Taya, is going to attack you for 21. Taya, 21 hit.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll a Constitution save for me, if you would.
I don't like this game. It's not good.
2 tough battles in 2 nights. I'm sorry.
What did I
I'm
sign
so
up for?
stressed.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
What? Ooh.
All right, so you only take 5 damage as you feel the poison kind of come into your blood. You just bleh, get it out of there. That's what you did. Bleh.
Gross, 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 gross.
Valerian, it is your turn.
So this thing is at my feet. I'm like, it's actually probably at my waist.
But yeah, probably.
I'm rather short. But I am like trying to push away from it. And I'm just gonna fire 2 Eldritch Blasts right in its to like its back rib cage area. Just busting down on it. I get 2 now that I'm the level I am. So that's going to be a 19 and 15.
For
To hit.
this guy? Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, the skeleton. Both of those hit.
Both of them hit. My dude.
That's going to be 10 points of force damage.
Okay. Yeah, he's still there, though.
All right, I'm hanging.
Durgle McGurgle, it's your turn.
She's looking back and forth between Val and the one she's got the hunter's mark on, and she's gonna can't decide and shoot at the creepy crawly guy. 2 longbows. Sorry. 2 character sheets is the worst. That's an 18 and 15 to hit
Both
the
hit.
spawn guy.
Both hit.
Both hit. Okay. So it's 2d8s plus a d6 for the hunter's mark. So it's 10.
I'm so nervous. I'm so
11
nervous.
plus 17 points of damage from Dirkbolt.
Okay.
Then she's gonna run back behind the tire and kind of crouch down. She is scared.
It's roll 20, Adam. Adam Aslamas. Alright, so it is going to be this guy's turn. He's going to, again, burrow a worm on you because he wants to spread his disease to you, Cole. Go ahead and give me a dex save with disadvantage again, unfortunately.
Ooh, that's worse. Okay, don't like that. That's an 8.
You just met the last time, so this time you don't. So this worm lands on your arm, and you see it, and then it instantly just pops under the skin. And then while you're worried about that, it's going to claw you for 20. 20 hits.
Does a 20 hit?
Just checking.
Does a 20 hit?
So, I love it. So,
This is gay.
it does 6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
But then it also does 9 damage, and you feel like your life force.
Wait, it does 9 damage or like
No, both. It does both. It does 15.
15?
But
13.
you feel it like you feel yourself kind of drain a little bit, but then you see the hardiness of the creepy crawly kind of grow a little bit.
So I take 13 points of damage?
15. I mean, 6 and 9 is mathing is 15, I think.
15. Yes, that is correct. I think I did math right.
You also have a worm in your arm too. So we'll get to that though. Skeleton 3 is going to attack you, Jackson. For 9, assuming it doesn't hit.
It does not.
And then Skeleton 2 will hit you, Valerian, for 19.
That definitely
6
hits.
points, and give me a Constitution save, please. Gonna need a Constitution save.
8. Oops, sorry. Just a second. 8. Okay, I'm down to 8 hit points. Constitution save.
Well, it's a short game tonight.
Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. That's a 15 on the con save.
You pass, so you only
Okay.
take the 6.
Oh shit.
Okay,
That would have brought me down to 1 hit point.
Taya. It is your turn.
Okay. That's not great. I don't like that.
How many hit points do you have, by the way?
18.
Oh, you're good to go.
Until you hit 0.
Until you don't.
You're good to go until you're not. How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to... I'm still in
Melee with 2.
with 2. Oh, that's lovely. I love it. It's great.
It's too bad our tank had to leave, huh?
Okay. I wish one of my spells was a bonus action, but none of them are. That's not great. Okay. Well, then I'm just going to try and hit one with my short sword. That probably is 10.
Which one are you hitting?
Uh,
Are you hitting the worm guy?
no. Skeleton.
Does not hit.
Shit. Well, that's that.
Cole, thanks for joining us. You've actually been... Your character's dead. Okay,
I miss playing her so much, and then she died.
Cool. You feel... Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn? Let me say that first.
Well, now I'm looking at the worm in my arm. Does it explode?
No. It's worse.
What do you mean worse? Oh, it possesses me. I'm totally possessed.
Alright, is there anything you'd like to do on your turn?
No, that's all I can do. I can't move because then they'll get opportunity attacks and annihilate me.
So, you're right. The worm just slowly crawls up your arm, and it's moved higher. It's about here, and you're going to take 1 point of damage.
Ooh.
Jackson.
I don't like that.
I wouldn't either, personally. If it were happening to me, I'd be like, ew. You know what? I'd chop my arm off.
Some people pay money for tapeworms.
Well,
What do you mean?
it's good weight loss.
I don't know.
That's not real.
It's The Office again, if you...
Oh.
Kelly Kapoor...
It's not Kelly Kapoor story hour.
Alright. Jackson, it is your turn. What would you like to do, my friend? You have one at your feet that is looking very bad. You have Taya, who is looking very bad. You have Valerian, who is looking very bad. Durgle's doing good back at the back by the cart. What would you want to do? Durgle's fine. Highest health, highest AC.
Just hide.
Just hiding. That's cool. It's cool.
Oh, I'm in a tough spot.
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
How are you looking, Val? I know you're not great, but like how bad?
I am bad, but I have a plan. I got
Okay.
a 1-2 punch with Durgle, so
Okay. And how about you, Taya?
you do what you gotta do.
I am at 17.
Okay. I'm going to use my crossbow and shoot this fucker again. Bolt crossbow. So that is 18.
On the skeleton?
Yes.
I thought you were gonna say 18.
18 hits.
Excellent. So that was Holt crossbow. So that was the 1d8 plus 3. 5 points.
And this one
The one.
just sinks right
the
down
1d8.
into the water. It's already dead.
So a total of 7.
And
It's already dead.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's dead.
Sweet.
okay.
What else
So it
would you like
just
to do?
sinks away, huh? Does it disappear, or does it just like? Could I tell it's still there if I like
Well, so if you look at these,
reach down?
if you look at these, they look like they've been in the earth for so long that their bones and face and everything else have kind of melded in with the swamp. So
Okay.
if you look hard enough, you can see that they're still there, but it
Okay.
blends in. Once you take your eye away and look back down, it blends in very well.
Gotcha. I'm going to run down to Val, just straight down, and that's where I'm going to end it.
Okay.
It does Holt crossbow. That's not a magical weapon, right? It's just a special
It
named
is a
weapon.
magical weapon.
I'm sorry, that I didn't hear you.
It is a magical weapon. So it gives
It
you...
is a magical weapon.
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna use Holt crossbow again because I get a second attack if it's a magical weapon.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
You're
shoot
welcome.
at the big wormy gross thing, whatever the hell it's called.
Wormy gross thing.
19.
Love it. That hits.
7 total points of damage.
Okay. Still living. I mean, he would be closer if he didn't drain the life force of Taya, but it's fine. This skeleton that is by Taya is going to go ahead and attack again. 14. Does 14 hit?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, just hits. AC is 14.
Okay. So you take 6
Uh-oh.
points of damage. Give me a Constitution save.
Stop! Why are you touching
Stop!
me? Sick.
I'm so sorry.
I have 11 hit points and a Constitution saving throw. That is a modifier plus 0. Oh, that's a 16.
You're good to go. So you just take the 6.
I love it.
It's so good. Val, it is your turn.
I am going to Eldritch Blast again, just like throwing him down on this guy as hard as I can as he is sitting at my feet.
Okay.
Ah, shit. Why do I do this to myself? That's an 18 and a 12.
18 hits.
18 hits.
12 doesn't.
Oh, cool. That's a fat 1 on the D10 there.
You did one point of damage.
1 force damage if that.
Yeah, they're like double damage. No, that doesn't do anything.
All right.
It doesn't at all. So it's still alive. One hit points. No, I'm just kidding. It is still alive. Durgle. So situation. Taya, very very hurt. You have a hurt spawn thing. Full health skeleton up there by Taya as well, and then a almost dead skeleton by Valerian.
I am gonna attack the wormy guy.
2 shots. That's a 21 and a 15.
For what was Durgle shooting?
2
at?
longbow shots to the spawn.
Both of those hit.
21 and a 15, so those are d8s plus a d6. 17 points of damage.
And you see it fall backwards, and you just see all the worms like just dissipate into the swamp, and it's just like,
Okay.
and then you see them all like curl up and die as they hit the swamp.
Gross. Ribbit, you're eating good.
And then she's gonna bonus action cast Healing Spirit on where Val is standing. And that, I call forth a nature spirit to soothe the wounded intangible spirit. Appears in a 5-foot cube. I'm gonna say it looks like Ribbit. Like this giant frog almost mouth comes out of the pond and kind of encapsulates Val. And just like starts dripping this healing kind of aura over him. Kai can change that later if she wants, but that's what it is right now. And he gets a d6 of healing every time he starts his turn. This time and when he starts his turn in that aura. So he heals 2. Okay.
Okay.
And that is it for Durgle.
Okay, so this one's dead. Skeleton is on Valerian. 19.
That hits.
4 points of damage. Constitution save, please. Because if you fail, it's a 5. How many hit points?
Oh, that's a natural 19 plus 1. So
yeah. Yep. Just straight
30,
4
20.
points. Okay, Taya, you have a worm that's at about your. The worm it's about here. It's on your bicep.
Can I like hold it?
Squish it.
Yeah, let's see how that would. I'll let you pick, and you describe how you do it. You can either do a dexterity check or a strength check, and you describe what you're doing.
I wanted to say dex to like be fast, but I think like holding it in place, I think it would be more strength.
I mean, it's a small worm, so you like fast. If you're gonna try and just grab it fast, you can just pinch it in place. It's not very strong.
Oh, okay, yeah, dex then.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a dex. If you're proficient in saves, I'll let you roll a save. How about that? I'm gonna be nice today, because if that thing gets to your brain, if that thing gets to your brain, you're dead.
22.
You catch it, and so you catch it, and it's just like you're able to pick it up above the skin, and it's just, well, it's not above the skin. You pick your skin, and it's just sitting there like writhing, trying to get away.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it is your turn, and that's gonna be your action, though. Oh,
To hold it?
yeah.
Could I?
I mean, Found Familiar has a pretty good idea. Bite it, chew it. Maybe you could eat it in your skin.
Well, I wanted to know if I could take my dagger and just.
Yeah, let's do that. I love this.
Great.
I'm gonna make you do a medicine check on this one, though, just so you don't cut an artery or.
17.
Yeah, I like that. So 17, you get right under it. So you've picked it up and you take your dagger and just pop it out. And as it kind of hits the air, it just like and dies.
That's what you get. Spit on it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of gross. All right.
I'm just gonna apply pressure to my wound as a bonus action.
So you still have. I mean, if you want to apply pressure as a bonus action, that's fine. You still have movement.
Am I in melee with anyone?
Yes, that skeleton.
I think I might risk the attack of opportunity, and I want to back up 10 feet.
You gotta risk it for the biscuit. Okay, 13? Does
Nope.
not hit.
Oh, shoot.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to just kind of jump over his little dagger that he's swinging at you.
I do a backflip.
Love it.
Can I say I forgot to move my hex off of the spawn? I've moved it as a... I don't know if it's as a bonus action or... But just move it onto the skeleton that's in front of me.
Sure.
If the target
I'll
drops
give
to
it to you.
0, I can use a bonus action on it. Oh, I'll use it on my turn. Never mind. Got it.
That's fine. That works.
I'll hold tight.
Yeah. All right, Jackson.
Does a second attack have to only... Can a second attack only follow a first attack, or can I use like a spell and then still use a second attack? How does that work?
It would follow your second.
So if I
it
don't
would follow
attack,
an
okay. So if I don't
yeah.
attack, I can't do another one. Got it.
Yeah, it's kind of part of that one action is 2 attacks or a spell.
Okay, I am going to run up next to Taya, and I'm going to use Cure.
Okay.
So that is 1d8 plus my spell casting ability modifier. D8. 7 points to Taya.
7 points! Oh my gosh!
That's like half your guys' hit points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fully healed.
Okay. So this little skeleton is going to run at you.
No.
Oh no, it is.
No.
15. I believe that hits. So 4 points of damage. Go ahead and roll a Constitution save.
I just healed that. Oh no. Fuck. It's a 7.
Yeah, you take another 4 points of damage. So you're sans 1 point after all of this.
Oh,
Could have
I
been
healed.
worse.
Good, yeah, could have been. You're good to
2,
go.
3, 4. Wait, so that was 8 points total?
Correct. Yep.
God, math is hard.
Val, it's your turn.
Okay, I've moved my hex over there, and again, I'm just pelting down these 2 Eldritch Blasts on this skeleton. That's a bunch, and yeah, I rolled a natural 15 and a 16
Both
plus
those hit.
7 on both of those. So that's 2d10 plus my hex, which is a d6. Sorry, so many things, guys. Yeah,
You need like 3 if you higher.
Oh, I rolled 2 10s.
Yeah, dude, you just blast
And
this
a
thing.
and a 3, so 23 points of
Yeah,
force damage.
So with that, it kind of like flies out of the water, and you see so half of these were in the swamp, and you see its full body. Its legs are pretty much just gone. They've just rotted away with whatever swamp algae and bacteria are eating them. But then you just see the skeleton and whatever's left of it just fly across the map. And it's
as
dead.
as that thing is drained of whatever life it had left, my body kind of like gets an outlining glow of just this red arcane energy, and I gain 8 temporary hit points, and I get a d6 worth of healing because I'm still within the spirit frog, so another 2.
Ooh, look at you. All right, so that one's dead. Durgle, 1 left. That's it. Full hit points.
Gotta run over here. And, 2 longbows.
Oh, that's a natural 20 on one of those and a 13 on the other.
Neither hit. The nat 20 hits. Go ahead and roll 2 damage dice.
So those are d8s. I dropped my Hunter's Mark to have the healing spirit, so just... ooh, that's an 8 and a 4 plus 3, so it's 12, 15 points of damage on...
And yeah, you take this thing right from full health to nothing. And
she'll spit, because she sauteed it.
And that officially drops us out of combat.
So...
Tea's gonna just gesture and just be like, welcome to the last few days.
So with the healing spirit, it lasts for a minute. So can Val just sit and soak up however many d6?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So there's another 4.
Virgo,
One round.
feeling.
5, 9.
I just assume you could fill up all the way.
Fill up? All right, I can do that. Anybody else want in on this? That's not Val's voice.
Anybody else want this?
I think there is a little bit of this Durgal frog heal left. If anybody wants to step in, I will step out.
Yeah, I could use a little bit.
Yeah, get in.
And she'll push you a little bit, Jax, like, and then you'll see the frog mouth just come up and envelop you, and you get a d6.
The frog eats you and then you get better?
Yeah, it's I think they call it magic.
I'm just going to kind of do one of these, and then I'm going to use Cure Wounds at 2nd level. Because I'm scared to get in the frog. What is this? Increases by 1d8. So it's 2.
Taya, are you okay? I saw you fidgeting with your arm.
Oh my gosh. It was like this worm thing. Like, look, you can see like the hole in my arm. It like jumped in and went like under my skin, and I had to like get under there. And
you did all of that in mid-combat. That is impressive.
yeah, I didn't know what the worm was going to do. What if it like possessed me or something? That could have been really bad.
Well, you apparently have never been to Waterdeep. People buy those worms, swallow them.
What is this place called? Waterdeep?
Yeah, it's...
Okay, I'm never going there.
You're not missing much. It smells like piss, and it is just too many people that do weird things.
None of them are very nice. I don't like them.
Jackson.
It was a mean place.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, apparently not the same worm, but... Oh, so... I think, Jackson, we have found that undead problem that people were talking about, so I guess we can go back and tell them that we completed the job.
I don't know if that's all of them.
Yeah, I don't... do we know that that's all of them? Do we know there's not more? Is there a different cause for it?
More or less, 1 or 2. There could... I mean, we got most of them.
We had a lot more than that. Have I seen that worm guy before?
No, you have not.
The worm guy was new, though. I didn't like that. That was not great.
Oh, that's right. There's still that cloaked figure out here somewhere. I mean, I am good to move on. I have gotten the healing spirit of the frog. Everybody else okay?
I'll be alright.
I mean, we can sit and heal up if we need to, but we should...
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. I think I forgot something to show you. She's going to pull out her, and like dig through her bag, and actually, no. Her bag stays on her back, and her tail comes up, reaches in her bag, and pulls out a book. A journal. This is what I forgot.
Wait,
I found this.
Everybody should be able to see at this point. Did you get the handout?
In roll 20?
in roll 20.
No.
I really hate how they do
I
that.
didn't know either.
You have a book.
This-
I have a.
got it.
So this
Jackson has many books.
this gorgeous handout was done by our very own Cole.
Nice.
Yeah,
You're the best.
I
Cole
don't
really
know
is
about
the
that,
best.
but thank you.
That is beautiful. I mean, okay. Is this your book or?
No. Where did I find it?
it was on one of the bodies.
It came off one of the bodies.
Okay. Did you?
It looks like it's locked. So I don't really know what's in it, but like it looks really fancy, right? Like I don't think someone would just be like leaving this around. Like, what if it's like spells or something? What if it's like an old wizard's book or something? Could be something weird.
Could be any of those things. Maybe it was that cloaked man that was coming into.
Yeah, and
Take
what
it
if he
back.
wants to use it for bad stuff? So now I don't know what to do with it. I don't really want it. What if it's cursed?
Have you tried opening it?
No. I don't want to be cursed. It looks evil. Like I don't know what an evil book looks like, but I think it would be this.
Does it? So is it locked, or you just haven't tried to open it?
It looks like it's locked. The little locking mechanism, but I also haven't. Here, you can open it.
Oh yeah, you hold it. I will just look at it. I mean, bring it down a little bit. I can't see. My tiptoes are as high as they can go. I will take out my lockpick, my thieves' tools, and I'll look at it, and then yes, I will dive in.
Okay. So as you're looking at it and you go to like try and pick it, it just like clip pops open.
Oh, see, it's that easy.
There, you can flip through it. She, like,
Well,
Your hands.
Jackson is the resident scholar. He might be the better one to actually read what is in there.
I dropped the book.
I'll pick it up and I will open it up and flip through it and see what we can read.
Jackson, as you start looking through this book, your eyes just melt out of your sockets, and it's just
Going all
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones on us.
well, there's more Jablinski
Yoink.
games. It's happening, Jables.
Jable and Jables.
No, so as you start looking through this, it is written in common, so you can absolutely 100% read it. It's spells for healing, and it's different, like, remedies that you wouldn't have seen before. There's incantations, there's, you know, the hand gestures that you are to do. So it's as if it's teaching you how to do this.
Oh,
This is like a book of medicine, but magical medicine. This is cool.
are they? Do you know? Like, are they high? Like more than what we have? Like the base level stuff, or is it like higher power, big stuff?
Well, it's certainly not anything I've seen, so it's certainly above my spell level. And I was going to keep flipping kind of all throughout the book, just page to page, just soaking in a little bit of what it has to offer.
Is there a
At
name
least
in
not like... Yeah, is there any names?
Nope. Property of Jackson Meadowbrook.
Well,
Metal
I'll write that down. This is my book now.
My book.
okay.
No names.
So
Not really.
we have.
You guys can have it. Hope you're not cursed.
Does it look like it is magical itself, or is it? Are they? I'm trying to. Are they scrolls, or are they just?
It's a book
Can-
with pages.
Jackson,
Like,
can you learn these spells?
Sorry.
sorry, we're boring you. This book's dumb.
Yes, it's a dumb, terrible book. I hate it. I hate it. I'm just going to throw it into the swamp and let it be absorbed into the earth. I don't know. Are they spells that I could learn? Do you know if these are applicable for my character?
I don't know. Why don't you give me an Arcana check,
Let's do it. I am.
or
and
give me
while
a
he's
general wisdom check? How about that? That's better, I think.
While he's doing that, I'm going to pull out my journal and kind of look, see if I have anything new in there, but also like look and see if any of them match what is in there. I doubt it, but
Yeah, you don't find anything in your
just
journal.
staying busy. Staying busy.
13.
Kaya starts getting restless. She's like bouncing from foot to foot, and she takes out her it's a whip, but it kind of looks like one of those like aerial ribbons, and she's just kind of like twirling it the other side and just like bouncing around.
Oh, this is not interesting to Taya. You don't get the sense that you can memorize them. Give me an Arcana check.
22.
So, yeah, you get the sense that the book itself is what grants the power. Since I don't really play the Identify game, this book has one charge a day, and it lets you cast one of the healing spells that I'll give you outside of here a day.
Oh, nice.
So I can't learn them, but this book lets me use. Let's just use one of the spells. It seems like once per day or so.
Okay, I judging by today's performance, that will come in handy.
Yeah, it probably will.
Okay.
Cure wounds will not be sufficient if we come across another one of those.
All right. Well, Jackson, keep it at the ready, and
Oof, that's the only healing spell I have.
Well-
Me too. But now we have the book.
Taya, you will have to get used to this this frog that Durgo has. Just let it envelop you. It felt warm inside.
And probably slimy.
Well, that is like the lifeblood running through you and back into you.
Life saliva? Life spit. Life spit, yes. Okay, well, we should go further in. And try to find
we-
this thing.
Does
I want
anyone-
to, before they can answer, I'm going to start. Are there any, like, is this like total swamp, or are there like rocks sticking up?
So, there are little land masses, which is called a hammock. If you didn't know that, I love that word in a swamp. I don't know why. There are little land masses that do jut out, but between them, it's like this really. If there were no water, it would kind of look like this rolling hills to an extent, where the peak of the hill would be out of the water and the bottom is deeper. And so in some spots, it is over the head of the littles.
Are they?
Oh, shit.
Are
Majority
they
of the party. Sorry, Cole, what was that?
Oh, are they jumpable? Like, could I bump, 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 bump?
Not really. They're pretty far apart.
On it. Should have been a winged tiefling. Kidding. So whereabouts was that cloaked figure? Like, which way did I see him go? And is it possible to get over there?
So if from where this wormy person thing was, it would be in that same direction, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. And I can get over there? I'm not gonna get sucked into the swamp.
I mean, you could try.
Well,
Like,
hey, Taya, I don't. You haven't learned this about Durgo yet, but she is quite the scout. It might be best to put her up front and maybe find a way, and we just follow her. But are you okay with leaving your wagon? You have everything you need out of it, just in case.
Taka and Milan look like they took everything. I mean, I guess if anyone really wants a circus tent, they can have it.
Circus tent? What do you mean?
We're a traveling circus. Chibaki's Wandering Circus of Wandering Wonder something. I forgot what we named it.
Oh,
The changes. But yeah.
Changes from town to town. You're not like that
People don't
swindling
remember you.
circus, are you? Okay.
What's a circus?
What's a
That's
circus? You've never been to a circus?
I haven't. We don't get out of town, and we don't have many visitors.
Well,
to
you're
be
in for a treat. Like, once I get my troop back together, we'll definitely have to put on a show just for you. You'll have free admission. It'll be great.
I like free,
there we go. Okay.
but I'll pay anyway.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I hope everyone else is okay. We sent everyone else back. I'm a little worried, but I think they'll be okay.
Well, when we get back from this and get your wagon unstuck, yes, you can. I would love to see the circus.
Okay, that sounds like a deal. All right, let's get rid of these fuckers, and then we can go watch the circus.
Well, I am ready.
Durgal!
Durgal, you
Wait.
go up front and use your abilities.
Okay. So how far are you going in?
I don't know.
True Durgal fashion. I guess we'll take it kind of slow and see if we can pick up any tracks. She's definitely looking for the best route to stay above water, especially with the littles.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and give me a survival check.
Come on, Durgal. That's a 7. Total. She's got a +3.
Zoinks.
I don't even know.
Oh, I'm a bard. God damn it.
What do I even do? Like
What do I do? I don't know
with that roll?
I like pat Durgal on the back and just be like, you need to just, you know what you're doing. Don't worry about it, okay? And then give her bardic inspiration.
I mean, but plus what? 6?
Is
Alright.
this is swamp, not forest.
This is
Try
swamp.
again.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's try it. I'll give you advantage with Taya helping you.
Okay, but not inspiration.
Not inspiration. I mean, unless you want to do like.
All right, that's a dirty 20.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
17
That's
plus
fair.
3.
That's fair.
And that wasn't bardic inspiration, right?
I mean, we can. I just gave advantage if.
No, that's okay. No, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have to check it off. Carry on.
It's easier for you in the long run. Okay, so you start off the wrong track. Taya comes up and goes, maybe it was more this way, and so you finally pick it up.
Okay.
And as you pick up that right track, you see where this creature was. It has left like worms in the water as they've maybe have shut off, died along the way, and then you pick up. You get to another one of these hammocks, and you see footprints that are heading in the exact same direction you're going. Smaller footprints, and so we'll go with the dirty 20 for tracking and stuff. Smaller footprints. Let's see, bigger than all of the littles, but more narrow. How about that?
More narrow?
Big narrow footprints.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I guess
Does it
Durgal,
look
you
like a humanoid footprint, or
It
is it
does.
like a hoof?
It's definitely humanoid.
Okay,
It's probably like a boot.
boot. Okay, I was gonna say how many toes, but can't really see toes.
boot scooting.
Boot, scootin' boogie.
Durgal, I guess we stay on this track. Does this? I mean, I guess it looks like who else is out here, right? That cloaked figure. I guess we stay on this track and
See where it goes.
I guess we keep our eye out for any more of those brown skeletons. And
Assholes.
Asshole.
Definitely wash your step.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep kind of following Durgal's step.
Yeah, so you get.
Swamp smelly?
I'm sorry, what's that, Taya?
Is the swamp smelly?
It smells like a swamp. I mean, it's like that.
So standing water.
Yeah, really bad. It's not like.
Prestidigitation to make it smell like wildflowers.
That's fair. Just keep doing it as you're walking. Let's off this little poof poof. It's almost like you're just
Febreze.
a Glade sprayer as you're walking. It's like flowers and swamp mixed together because it really only covers it up. It doesn't, change it.
Keep casting it just a little bit in front of us so we keep walking through it.
It's like when you fart and you spray, it doesn't really. It doesn't stop it. It's still there. It's just fart
smells
spray.
A little better. Just a little. It's okay.
We've lost all of our viewers for some reason. I don't get it. Kidding. All right. So.
Fingers and stinky swamps.
Yeah, I mean, if you've come here for farts and stinky swamp talk, we're your group.
We are there.
All right, so as you continue on, you hit this area that the fog just dissipates, and you can now see clear. And this swamp goes on for a while, except one building.
One building.
The dead center of the swamp that has one taller building. I would say it's more than a day's walk from where you're at.
But we can see it.
But you can see it.
And it looks like the footsteps are heading in that direction.
You only catch them every once in a while, but they are heading in that direction.
So if it's more than a day's journey and we're going to have to sleep at some point because we need to sleep so we don't, go crazy from sleep psychosis or something. How does one sleep in the swamp? You can't really lay down. It's a swamp. You'll sink. You'll drown. You'll die.
That is a question for Jackson. Maybe no offense of Meadowbrook, but it was kind of swampy.
I was thinking maybe climb a tree and tie yourself to a branch and just kind of Oh wait, there's no trees around. I'm picturing a foresty swamp. I don't think I have the right picture in my head.
I'm gonna give Val a dirty look.
I said no offense.
That doesn't excuse it.
Say no offense. It kind of means a little bit of offense.
Yeah. To be fair, I usually say that right before something offensive.
You're on my shit list now.
No shit. We're already in the shit.
Yes, the swamp is the shittiest. I guess we just try to find the highest raised hammock that we can.
I can't wait. It's going to be great. Smack
Or we can push on and go through the night.
My worry with that is if this is where the wormy person undead things are hiding and then we're really tired and haven't rested, might not be so great. But also, do we want to camp in the middle of the swamp and have weird undead things just come bump in the night? I don't know. Both are bad.
Both are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say if we cannot find a place to take a nap that is dry and safe, then we push on through.
Are there any rocks that are large enough for at least Val and my short bodies to mostly lay on?
What about Durgle and Taya?
I'm fine. This is kind of
you could find a big enough land mass. There's no rocks that are big enough jutting out of the
Just
water.
really quick, thank you for Chromatic Chimera. You guys are really great and stuff. Thank you.
You guys are really great and stuff.
Listen, it's very past my bedtime.
Well, to be fair, if you haven't, go check out the Chromatic Chimera. They're awesome. And we do appreciate the raid very much. Alright, so you guys are able to find a land mass big enough to camp on if you wish.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that is preferable.
Sleep.
Okay. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be cold. The hardest part is that you're probably not going to get a good fire going from traditional means.
I will hold on. I will. After I see like Durgal, she's doing her basic camp setup. She's done this before. She's trying to gather wood and get something going, and I see her struggling. I'm going to create a bonfire in a 5-foot square, kind of centered wherever we are, and just it's a concentration cantrip. Lasts a minute, and I'll just kind of every now and then just start it back up. I can obviously I cannot do this while we sleep, but kind of warm the bones for now. And I don't know how much we want a glowing beacon out here in the
That's fair. Yeah.
in the dark, but to warm up every now and then, I will setting up this bonfire, and I'll try to like dissipate it as much as possible. I can't control flames, obviously, but I can, as much as you'll allow me.
Yeah, I like it. So
I love it.
So since we are down 2 members of the Ghosts of the Past, this is where we're going to call it for tonight. We will be raiding another channel, so if you've come from the Chromatic Chimera, words I can't say today, hang out. We're going to go ahead and raid somebody new that we haven't done before. It's going to be Otterpop 18. They're playing... I love Otterpops. Dude, Otterpops are pretty sweet. So hang out with us. I do want to say thank you, everybody. Thanks for all of our sponsors, Found Familiar. You guys are amazing. If you need some coffee, go to foundfamiliar.com/featherfall and get some amazing coffee. Like the Rogue Panache is what everybody's suggesting. Go do it. And use promo code FeatherFall. 10%
Pretty
off.
good too.
Metamagic was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see all the new class features? I'm obsessed.
Yes. So the U at Unearthed Arcana released some new class features that it's essentially like, kind of swapping what you get at your levels. I haven't read through them all, but it's pretty awesome. Yeah, there's a lot.
And have familiars. Yes.
Yes, it is great. So, all right, hang out with us. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate everything that you guys have done. If you haven't yet, we always appreciate the follow. We are in podcast land at FeatherFall. If you missed us and you want to check us out, thanks again. And we're going to start the raid right now. So don't go nowhere.
Let's go.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. 4 seconds. So now we got that awkward 4 seconds. We've already said goodbye. But, all right, thanks, everybody.